It's me again, Jalen, and today I'm going to be talking about things that I want to see for Malec within season 3. Now, I also have a second list of things I want to see in general for the show that aren't really Malec related, but knowing how much I love to talk about Malec, I'm probably just going to make it into two different videos. So we have 16 things. I know 16 is a really big number. 16 topics that I wanted to happen. Well, 16 things I want to happen for season 3, and we're going to jump right into it. So, the first thing I want is a shower scene with Malec, whether that would be both of them in the shower or one of them in the shower and the other one looking at the mirror. I don't really care, but I feel like that's what we deserve. And let's be honest, if we were to get that Malec scene, we would all just pass away immediately. And I seen a lot of other shows pull off a decent shower scene. How I Get Away with Murder, wonderful show. They did it beautifully with Connor and Oliver, and I would love to see that for Malec. The second on the agenda is I want more Malec cuddling because they're just so freaking cute. And watching them cuddle in 218 was so adorable and so cute. And and also with 215, it kind of alluded that Alec is the big spoon. So I would want to see if they like take turns being the big spoon, little spoon, or who's primarily the big spoon, who's primarily the little spoon. Just that little small, cute little scene. And this would also be really interesting if it would be a flashback with Alec or with Magnus. When Magnus goes to eat them, they can like have flashbacks of them cuddling or on dates. And since I'm talking about flashbacks, I might as well jump into the third one. I want to see a flashback or like hit or the official day that Alec moved into Magnus' apartment because we didn't really see Alec officially move into the apartment in season 2, and we can see in the promo that there's two toothbrushes at the bathroom sink, so he's moved in. So it'd be really cute to see Alec officially move in, or how he was even asked to move in, or did he ask Alec, Magnus, can I move in with you? Or did Magnus say, you're able to live you're able to live with me, right? Since like you're basically here all the time anyway, so you might as well just move in with me. And Alex just sort of and what I've sort of noticed with like season 2, Alec just lets himself in while everybody else knocks before they come in the room. Like getting deeper into like season 2, he didn't really knock on the door. He just let himself in, while with Jace and Clary's hands starting to like fall apart or turn to stone or whatever, he knocked first, then he let himself in. So I think that's just really interesting how we figure out the backstory of like how he was able to like get officially moved in, and how their living situation affected when they had the breakup scene. So yeah, definitely want to see the official day when Alec moved into the loft. Number four is I want to see more of them going on dates and having dinner dates, lunch dates, them traveling the world together, because they're so being able to like, I think it was like in one, oh god, no, not two. I think it was like 2-6 with the Iron Sisters, and they had a date at Hunter's Moon. I thought that was really cute to see, and how they alluded to a date when in, I think it was 2-8. I'm not really sure, where he alluded when they portaled in from Japan and Alec made the comment about the fatty tuna. I would love to see that specific date. If I had to be very specific with the date, I would want to see flashback of that date, but I also want to see footage of other dates that they've gone on. And since like Out Magnus said, like the world's your oyster, Alexander, I would love to see them be able to go on dates in the future, because it would just be cute to see. And also just how like to see them very relaxed, very calm, not talking about work very much, not stressing about like the mundane world and the Shadowhunter world and whatnot. So I just think that'd be very interesting to see them go on an actual date that's not Hunter's Moon. Number 5, and this might sound very, very odd. I want to see Magnus hand like with like without any magic putting on his makeup, like doing his eyebrows and like putting all the makeup stuff on. And I also want to see Alec like kind of like spying on him while he's putting on the makeup and just admiring how beautiful his boyfriend is with or without the makeup. Because the only time we ever really saw him without makeup on is in 215 when he's having the flashback of his mother's suicide. So watching him put on being very meticulous, and Magnus is also very meticulous with his outfits as well. I would love to see like the process of him like putting on eyeshadow and putting on eyeliner and mascara and getting his eyebrows arched and doing his hair and just getting ready for the day. And I think that's a very domestic thing for Malec to experience, putting just something as small as like Magnus getting ready for the day without magic. I think that'd be very interesting to see. And also how Alec reacts to him putting on makeup. Because one thing I've also really noticed that when Alec looks at Magnus, he scans his entire face. So like he doesn't like miss anything or catches small little details. So I think it would be really interesting for Alec to see like how Magnus gets ready for the day. Number six, the epic training scene. We're probably not going to get until season 3B, and I'm very sad we got to wait that long. But I'm going to talk about it anyway. I want to see Malec train together, hand to hand combat, bow staff. I just want to see that happen because we have a training scene with Jace and Clary and Izzy and even with like Izzy and Max and Simon, they even get to train together. Why can't Malec? And I also want to see because like I from what I understand and like someone please correct me if I'm wrong with this, but in the books it talked about how Magnus trained with the brothers. I'm blanking on like their full name, but like with the brothers when he was growing up after he ran away from home after he killed his father. He did train to understand how to control his magic, but there's also a scene specifically in 204, 203, I want to say, where Alec comes to his apartment to the loft to apologize for for being mean and rude to him as he should have, and like Magnus is on the balcony with his full cat eyes and no shirt on, like doing all this cool mystical hand gestures with like this little sphere he was messing around with. So I think it'd be really cool to see them train together, and it doesn't really have to be like the always cliche they end up rolling on top of each other thing. It can be a very serious training session, but if they do happen to roll on top of each other and they start kissing, I wouldn't be mad. I'm a mess. But yeah, that's something I really am looking forward to. Part of me knows we're not going to get that till 3B, but because the fandom like because Todd knows what we want and he loves to tease us. So, and also Matthew Daddario, on his Twitter page, he put like a clip of him in like this training sort of space. So, it would be interesting to see how that training would work between Alec and Magnus. So yeah, that's how my opinion on like this whole training scene. Number seven is Alec and Magnus being uncles to little Matsy. Because Katarina sort of became like a mother figure, like an aunt figure for Matsy. So I think it would be really cool to see them like Massey have like a sleepover at Uncle Magnus's place, and like Magnus tells like, no, you can't have any more ice cream. I'm gonna get a shot, get your bath ready for you, and like Alec comes in with like a little scoop of ice cream and like gives it to her because he loves to spoil her. Because who wouldn't want to spoil that little girl? Who would not want to spoil Matsy to death? She is so cute, and like there's a picture on Twitter from like the 25 days of like the behind the scenes, and like she's in like these in this cute little like it looks almost like a onesie or just like matching pajamas, and like she's sitting on Magnus's bed and she's smiling and she's so cute, and her and Matt behind the scenes like have I think they have such cute chemistry with each other. So I would love to see how Alec interacts with Matsy, because the only time we really saw him at interacting with Matsy was in season 2 and it wasn't much interaction. It was just more like either she didn't say anything or she was attacking him or throwing him into an elevator. So I really, really, really am excited to see more of Uncle Alec and little Matsy interacting with each other, and like Matsy having a sleepover at Uncle Magnus's place. So that would be extremely cute. Number 8 is Magnus showing up at Alec's office again, because let's be honest, the last time it happened, it was absolutely adorable. And he brought dinner. He brought dinner for Alec, and they had lobster, and then he tried to feed him with a fork, and it was such an epic failure. But like, it was a cute epic failure. So I really, really, really am excited to have more lunch dates in the office, or have them like maybe like have a makeout session in the office. I don't know. Whatever they do is what they do. So definitely want to see more Malec in the institute office, because when that isn't that such a great a hot scene, like I get to go see my head of institute boyfriend and I get to go see him in his office and I don't have to knock or anything, stay pressed. I think that would be extremely hot to see and very cute to see. And that sort of parallels to what I have written down for number 9. I want Alec in Magnus's study. They wouldn't have built Magnus a study if he wasn't going to be in it all the time. So I want them to christen the study. I want them to interact in the study. I want parallels with the study. And what I mean by parallels is I want Alec to bring Magnus lunch in the study, just like how he did for 218, because that was such a adorable scene. And like he can bring like lobster or like sandwiches or just something cute. I would love Alec to bring Magnus lunch in his study, because because he would work really hard, and like he needs a break, and like Alec is going to be that person like helps him like take a break. All types of Hamilton teas take a break. Moving on to number 10, and this is going to sound really weird, so bear down with me. I want to see drunk Alec. I want to see drunk puppy love Alec all up on Magnus, being so adorable and so cute. And the only reason why I want this to happen, because I think that Alec is a cuddly drunk. Like he's this very stoic person when he's sober and like in the moment and being head of the institute. But I think that Alec is a cuddly, giggly, bubbly drunk person that just follows Magnus around, and like Magnus has to try and sober him up, or like just decides I want to go with this and we're going to dance together. It's going to be really great. And I would hope that like, and this is another thing that I want to happen. I want Magnus to throw a lit party. And I really do agree with what Trin was saying. I'll leave her YouTube information in the description. Trin suggested that Magnus throw a lit party with all the warlocks besides Lorenzo, because no one wants to hang out with Lorenzo. Because the only party we really had is with Max when he officially became a shadow hunter. So I want him to throw a lit party, bottles popping everywhere, people getting down the floor and dancing, and we can see Magnus dance again, because Harry's a really great dancer. And side note, God bless McDonald's for having this commercial of him dancing. I can leave that video in the description as well if you want to go look at that, because that video is amazing. And Magnus is gonna like want Alex to like loosen him. It's like, come on, babe, like, come on, let's go dance, and like let's chill out. And like, there's no like shadow hunters here. Your mom's not here. Like, let's go chill. Like, let's enjoy the party. You need to enjoy yourself more. And like, Alex more like, I don't know, like this isn't really my thing. I don't really do parties. Blah blah blah. And then like he gets like 2 drinks in him, and like he's like 2 or 3 drinks in him, and like Alec becomes very drunk and like he's into this party now. Like he's in the middle of dance circles and all like Magnus is and Al are grinding on each other. Like I want there to be a lit ass party scene. I want this so bad. I'm getting myself hype and like I have to wait like oh we have to wait like a whole other month for the show to come back. March 20th. God bless. So I'm getting myself type because I want that scene to happen so bad. He doesn't, and like even with like the party scene, like, he doesn't have to be drunk. I just want him to have like a good time at a party and like have a couple drinks. So definitely want drunk Alec to happen. Also want Magnus to throw a lit party and not invite any of the shadow hunters. Don't invite Jace. Please don't invite Jace. Don't invite Jace. Izzy can come. I guess. Izzy can come. Yeah, Izzy definitely can come. Raphael, I guess he can be invited, but I don't think he'll go. Luke, drunk Luke, he's definitely on the list to come to the party. Katarina can come to this party. All the other warlocks can come to this party except for Matsy. Jace has to be the babysitter and babysit his niece. Because let's be honest, when Malec gets married, Matsy's automatically become like the other niece that Jace has to babysit because that's what parasites do. So definitely drunk Alec, definitely party Alec, definitely Alec Magnus throws a lit party with no other shadow hunters besides Alec. So moving on to number 11, and this might take up the majority of the rest of the video. I want there to be a Malec fight scene. There are these are a couple things that cannot happen with this fight scene. Number one, this fight scene with Malec cannot be 2 minutes and then it shifts over to Clary. This fight scene is not allowed to be 2 seconds and the fight be over. This fight scene is not allowed. This it's not allowed for this fight scene for Alec to I'm teasing the 220. Alec rushing to Magnus, help, and like Magnus just does all the work. No, I want this to be at least a 2 minute fight scene. They are using like the bond. What's the name of it? What's the name of the bond where a shadow hunter and a downworlder or like two people can like combine like their magic to become a stronger being. I cannot think of that right now, but I want that to happen. I want them to like hold hands to become the ultimate power couple that they rightfully are, that they completely are, and just take down any baddie in their way. That is what I want. That is what the fandom deserves. That's what Malec deserves. This fight scene cannot be 2 seconds. It at least needs to be 2 minutes. Like, that might be too long, but like at least a minute. That's what we deserve. Like, do not make this fight scene between Malec 2 seconds. Or if it happens, the fandom's gonna attack God in Twitter and say, like, what is this fight scene? Because, like, the last fight scene that we kind of got was like in 220 and in episode 104, where Magnus like shoots like the shoots one of the Valentine's men down, and then Alec just like shoots him with an arrow to make sure he's actually dead. Like, come on, that's not what we want. Like, we want an actual fight scene. We want them communicating. We want them working together. We want them using this like hand holding thing because they hold hands cutely. How do you hold hands cutely? They hold hands so cute and like I love it. I absolutely love it. And like another thing that I sort of know is like Magnus is a little shorter than Alec. And it is so cute because like Alec has like the crunch, like has to like shrink down a little bit, just like kiss him, and like they hold hands so cutely because like Magnus's hand's a little smaller than Alec's, and it's so cute. So I definitely want to see a better. I definitely want to see a full-fledged fight scene, and they use like the connection thing where like he uses like where Magnus takes some of Alec's angel powers. I don't know how to describe this, but I definitely want to see that because that happened in when Magnus was bringing back Luke. He held hands with Alec to give him enough strength and enough magic to keep him alive, to keep Luke alive. So definitely want to see that in a fight scene. Number 12, this might also sound very confusing, but I want them to defend each other's honor. What I mean by that is I want Magnus to do what Alec did for him in 2, Jesus, what was the name of that episode? It wasn't 215. It was roughly 217 or 216, where his dad tried, where Robert's ridiculous behind. He's gonna say, "You of all people should know what it's like to be in love," and Alec was quickly said, "Magnus is not in affair, so don't try to compare my relationship to your relationship because you're the one that cheated. So why are you trying to make it seem like I'm having an affair with Magnus? No, he's my boyfriend, and we're not cheating with anyone on each other. So stop." That's what I want Magnus to do. And I was kind of upset that like he didn't really like defend Alex their relationship, where the queen said like your little crush. I love her voice, by the way. But like she's gonna call their relationship a little crush. Like no, it's a full relationship. And I was kind of peeved that like I was kind of peeved that like Magnus didn't really do anything to defend it, but like you're not gonna correct the Sealy Queen. Like only Simon can do that. Only Simon has the balls big enough to stand up to the Sealy Queen. Love Simon for that, but like he's gonna die. Let's be honest. The Sealy Queen's gonna come for his ass. So like let's just be honest. So I definitely want that with each other. I definitely want that to happen more within the season. And whether it be like Magnus defending his relationship in front of the rest of the warlocks, or Alec defending it in front of members of the Clave. Definitely want to see that. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Number 13. This might also take up the rest of the video as well. Um, I want this emotional reunion scene to happen when Magnus comes back from Edom. Because if he does not come back from Edom, we're going to riot in the streets, we're going to protest, we're going to start Malec Con. Think we're messing around, Todd. I want this emotional scene. I want Alec to start crying. I want Magnus to start crying. I just want tears. I want this to be this beautiful scene. Like, oh my gosh, you've been gone forever and we're back together now. And we're never doing this crap again. You're never leaving me again. I want that emotional scene. And maybe like an Evanescence song can play, or like I wouldn't say War of Hearts. Well, maybe that could play. Like when I want this like this cliche running up to the person and like leaping into their arms hug too. I really really want that. And maybe in that case, and maybe if they're going to do that scene, then they could definitely play War of Hearts. That would be extremely cute as well for them to do. So I do want this emotional reunion scene after Magnus returns from Edom. Number 14, this is like a little small little thing that I thought of. Um I sort of want the teasing of each other to happen like it was in 112. I definitely want that how Magnus uses magic to like mess around with Alec. I definitely want that to happen. A lot of people are thinking that he's using magic in the season 3 promo, and I did a video on that. You can go check that out too on my channel. I did a video on that yesterday. But I really thought it was really cute how people were thinking that like when Alec is like pulling down his shirt, the back of his shirt kind of like rolls up, and then they show like a scene where Magnus is like pointing at something, and like we think it's like Alec doing magic to like roll up his shirt. So I definitely want to see more of the magical teasing done on Magnus's end. Because let's be honest, that'd be so cute, absolutely cute, and it'd be so like it kind of shows like how comfortable Alec is with his sexuality if he's like okay with like Magnus teasing him like that. So and plus that would be very cute to see and like very hot to see. So definitely want more teasing, sexually or non-sexually, throughout the show. Also, number 15, and this is going to be one of those emotional things that I want them to slow dance on the balcony because I love how they use the balcony. I absolutely love how the balcony is used, and we already got Magnus and Dot dancing on this balcony. So why can't we have Magnus and Alec dancing on this balcony? And this can be like before Magnus has to leave for Edom. This can be a flashback to them dancing. This can be a flashback to them dancing. Alec has or Magnus has while Magnus is in Edom, or this can be like and this is gonna sound very deranged and like very odd, but like it can even be like Lilith playing mind tricks on Magnus, making him see things that like he wished he could have gotten to done with Alec, or things that he always wanted to do with Alec, or even things that Lilith is actually making happen, like the clone Alec, and him dancing with the clone Alec on the balcony. I think that would be so cute. That would be absolutely cute to see. And I think there's a fan fiction on fanfiction.net of Malec dancing on the balcony. I'm not really sure, but if it's not, I'm probably gonna write it. I might also leave my fan fiction link in the description as well, so y'all can check that out too. So definitely want to see them dancing on the balcony together. And finally, number 16, of course, and this can just be this should have gone in like in the general page, but like it's mostly about Malec, so this is why it's going in the Malec section. I want a proposal. I want a Malec proposal. And people can say like, "Oh my gosh, like this is going too fast. They're going too fast." No, it's not. They have been through too much, and I'll just suck it up and get married already. I want this cute proposal scene to happen. I want it to happen. We need it to happen. It can happen on the balcony, or it doesn't matter. I just want a proposal to happen. And also, I think that, and people can disagree with me or agree with me in the comment section. Definitely leave a comment if you agree with this or not. Um, Part of me thinks that since like Raphael and Magnus sort of like a father son relationship, I think it would be cute if Raphael was his best man. That would be so cute. And we have like Matsy like being like the flower girl, and it'd be the wedding of the millennia, the television wedding of the century. Not even like the wedding between like Barry and Iris could top this wedding. I want a Malec wedding to happen. And also with the proposal, I don't know why I have this. I guess this is like the creative writing major in me. I want I want this proposal to happen, and I want him to plan out everything. I want Alec to plan out everything. I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and we're going to have it here, it's going to be there. I want him to plan out every second of this proposal. And then something happens that ruins his entire plans. And when after cleaning up all the mess is over, he just sits down and says, "You know what? I'm never going to be able, you know what? Our relationship is very unpredictable. There's nothing written in stone about our relationship. And this is a better time than ever. Let's just do it now." And I've written about that in a fan fiction form, like saying like, "You know what? I had this whole thing planned, but like we're already here. All the people that we need that are going to be at this wedding, they're all sitting here. So let's just suck it up and let's just do it." And he just proposes. That would be the cutest thing ever. I definitely want a Malec proposal to happen. Is it going to happen in season 3? Probably not. If it does get renewed for season 4, probably, maybe, possibly season 4 as like a season finale. And then we get the wedding. Also a season 4 finale. If it does get renewed for a fourth season, I don't see why it wouldn't. So that's my list of things that I want what I want to happen for Malec in season 3. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment on this video if you agree or disagree with anything I said in this video. Also, if you want me to talk about other shows that you think I might like. And don't forget to push the subscribe button so I know what I'm doing right. And don't forget to have a very, very, very creative